On today's episode of That Was Us, we are diving into Season 3, Episode 16, Don't Take My Sunshine Away. Kate and Toby stay by baby Jack's side in the NICU. Beth and Randall struggle to get on the same page amidst opposite schedules. Zoe and Kevin make a discovery about their relationship. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
What's going on, Mandy Moore? How you doing, Chris Sullivan?
Doing very, very well.
Sterling K. Brown.
Glad to hear it. Glad to be here with you, beautiful people, talking about episode 316. 2 more episodes left in the season, and we'll be at the halfway point. It's ticking down. It's like an episode 24. Bink,
Yep.
bink.
Closer and closer to the end.
Bink. So things heated up in 315.
Yep.
Right? We see that Zoe has concerns with regards to Kevin's honesty, right? And whether or not that's going to be a continuing part of their path. Is she going to stay? Is she going to leave? Beth and Randall, for the first time, seemed like people keep telling them, you guys are going to make it through this.
Yeah.
You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
And like everybody's sort of like, are they going to be all right? This is when my wife said to me, if Cookie and Lucius can make it together, y'all better get your stuff together.
That's right. She said that to the writer's room, too. Made a special trip.
She may have done the same thing. This episode was written by one of my favorite writers, Vera Herbert. And I call her Black Vera. I call her Black Vera. Is she black, guys?
No,
she
she's
is
not.
not black. But she did win an NAACP Image Award for the episode that she wrote in season 1, and since then she's been Black Vera.
How many non-black winners of an NAACP award do you think there are?
There's a few. There'll be a few.
Okay.
I would say percentage-wise, it's probably around 10% a year.
10%?
Yeah.
All right.
Because they try to highlight like things that are about the community and or other marginalized groups. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, but I also think because her name is Vera, they thought like, oh, this sister's black.
Yeah. They didn't know.
They didn't know.
They didn't know.
They didn't even include her in the percentage.
What I'm saying? K.O. Yegun, don't be upset. Like they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know. They should have known by Kay's last name at least.
Yeah.
Come on.
K is Nigerian. Strong. So we're at 316.
Yep. We are in the NICU.
We're in the NICU, and this is something that I was highlighting. It was my first time seeing the doll that you guys were using.
Yeah.
For the baby. And like even it's just a doll. I want to say this too, because we'll have dolls from time to time for newborns, especially when COVID happened, because we would have newborn babies and then it was like, oh, you can't bring a newborn baby in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
But then these babies cost money. And this is just the full 8 pound, 6 pound, whatever.
Yeah.
To see like the 1-2 pound version of it is shocking.
Yeah, with tubes and tape. And
Yeah. The reality of the situation is that there's a small pump in the chest of the doll that breathes it.
Yeah.
That makes it
its chest move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a single puppeteer who both arms were on these long sticks that came up through the bottom of the incubator. Incubator?
That sounds right.
I think that's
right.
Is that the right word?
Yeah. Still cooking.
And then they had the ability to move the head a little bit back and forth. But the reality of the situation on an acting level, as we sit there and struggle with the health of our child, is that in our eye line, directly over the top of this puppet is a puppeteer.
He's a man
who has to see the puppet in order to make sure it's doing what he wants it to do, which means his little face is just peeking up over the back of the incubator, watching and checking it out, and doing his thing.
Does it affect your acting?
And it was just real, I gotta say, for me, I can't speak for Chrissy, real complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
I've had to do some doll acting in my day.
Yeah.
But I never had somebody there operating the puppet.
Quick tangent. Do tell. What kind of doll acting have you done?
On this very show.
What? Tell me. What?
Tons of dolls.
You did have you had a big monologue to a doll.
Oh, you're talking about the baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
She
you
wasn't
meant
talking about Milo.
Oh, no, sorry.
No.
I was talking about
baby dolls.
Baby dolls that were like, meh.
Yeah.
And I had to give an
That's
emotional
what it's like
monologue
working
to
with
one.
John
You gave
Huertas.
nurse to like a baby doll.
I did.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what?
I had to nurse.
I remember Black Randall. He was right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Black Randall as opposed to White Randall?
It's to go with Black Vera.
I get it with Black Vera, but
Young Randall is what I meant to say.
Baby Randall.
He's young, gifted, and black.
Baby Randall.
There you go,
Gifted
Baby
and black.
Randall.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, man.
look at her. She's trying. She's really going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's happening. And I will say this. I don't know if it's in this scene or if it's like one scene later, because maybe we just continue with like Kate, Toby, and that whole storyline, right? I think you come back again, and now it's time to get like a blood and
urine
sample from the baby, right? So they gotta get a vein for blood, and then to get the urine sample, they have to use a catheter to insert in the urethra. Now, anytime you say catheter and urethra to a grown ass man, everything shuts down.
Yeah.
Like I was like, there's like, what Toby is feeling is correct. This is a one-way thing where urine comes from, and or once you reach age 10,
we
11.
know what comes out of it, Sterling.
Yeah.
Got it. Just wanted to be clear that I understand that it has a couple of functions.
Yes, Sterling. In
Inserting,
case anyone was worried.
Inserting anything the other way is a no-go for the show. And the baby is a pound and a half.
I know.
It's really brutal.
It sounded like your request was like, can't we just put something on and wait?
Yeah.
Like, you excusing yourself, I was like, please, I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
I don't want to see this
I
either.
don't want to think about it. Yeah.
And it does, maybe it's just because like you guys, so you wind up having a conversation after you leave. And it's Eddie
K. Thomas.
Yeah.
Eddie K. Thomas.
Very
man.
good friend of mine. This was my one call to Dan during the show.
No way.
When Gavin came up, I was like, you know who'd be great for this? Is my buddy, Eddie.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was absolutely
One
wonderful.
of my very good friends.
And it was so lovely to see you be able to commune with someone where you're feeling very isolated and alone in this feeling of like, how come I'm not getting it together? My wife is getting it together. I see her singing to the baby. She's like so nurturing and caring and whatnot. All I see is tubes and everything that's wrong. And he's so small. And that's true, right? Like it's not an invalid thing that you're thinking of feeling. But you're like, how do I get to where she is? Because ultimately, like, I feel like I'm leaving her out kind of high and dry.
Yeah.
Right?
He says moms are just better at it than us.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
that was just sort of his answer to the equation.
Yeah.
Like, we can't know how to do it, and they just do.
Know how to do it.
And is that just the bottom line? Do you guys think?
It's for certain things,
Yeah.
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 I mean, not to like, you know.
You can pick up moms.
I can't. Well, no, I can't. I can't begin to understand everyone's situation,
Sure.
but I think for the most part, and in this situation that we're speaking of, like this like instinct just kicks in. It does for some women,
Yeah.
it doesn't for other women. No
Right.
judgment. Like
Sure.
it's just what happens. And I think in this particular case, like it does kick in for Kate. She's immediately like, yeah, I know that there are tubes and I know that he is struggling and I want him to be okay, but it's still, I see us, like I see our baby, I see you, I see me, I see the dimple and this and that, like
a little smaller.
yeah. Like, and I think that's just like, you have to understand, like mom has had all of this time with this being that dad hasn't.
Right.
You guys are handicapped in that sense.
Sure.
Like we know this baby's essence, this energy, we feel it, we're living with it, we're dreaming about them. They're with us on every bit of this journey, right? For 10 months. And so it's improbable that dad would ever be able to like come close to understanding that like tether that they're bound by, mom and baby.
For that exact inverse reason is why when Bear cracked open his eye and needed stitches on his face, I go to the hospital with him and not Rachel.
Yeah.
Not Rachel.
Yes.
Rachel stays with Aoife.
I hear you.
Because that tether is so strong. I was like, and I kind of knew it, but after experiencing it, I was like, it's a really good thing you weren't there.
Sure.
Like, it took me a while to get over what we had to put him through to get him stitches on his face.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the connection is
intrinsic.
It's
It's just
very
there.
different,
It exists. Exactly. So it's like there's no fault of dad in that situation, but I can understand feeling even more isolated and alone. Like I can't find a way into connecting with this situation yet because this is not what I imagined at all. Yeah. And so I'm wrapping my head around that and wrapping my head around the ramifications of like, is this ever going to feel normal and what is normal and where do we go from here? And you're just like surviving minute by minute. Yeah. So yeah, it's not easy at all.
I mean, the same thing happened, or not the same thing. Aoife got, when she was 10 days old, got RSV.
Oh, that's right.
From Bear.
And she had to go to the hospital.
And she was admitted to a children's hospital here in LA for 10 days.
Oh, God.
And
terrifying.
It was all right because she never got an infection in her lungs or anything, but she was just stuffed up, and a 10-day-old baby can't clear their nose. And so she couldn't eat. And so she had to be suctioned every 3 hours in order to breastfeed. And so Rachel, and obviously Rachel is breastfeeding, and they had that connection. So she had to be there. But it would also, if that wasn't the case, Rachel would be the one staying there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, one of us has to stay. And it wasn't even like a conversation.
Yeah.
It was just like, so we get Rachel set up, and to watch even a 10-day-old baby who was not premature get her nasal, every 3 hours. It was just like brutal. It was brutal. It was brutal.
I feel like Taylor is just in the last couple months started to get to know Lou.
Yeah,
really?
Right.
Yeah, well, just because it's like she's been mine. She's been mine. Right. Not that he didn't help, but it's sort of like we have two toddlers, and
he's also like taking care of the boys.
Exactly. He's with the boys, and I got the baby, and the baby needed me, and now that I'm not nursing anymore, baby doesn't need me in the same way. So like he can give her a bottle, he can put her down. Like it's so. I remember saying to him at some point,
he goes out of town for 2 weeks.
How dare he?
Plays his little guitar.
His guitar, and I'm here by myself.
He's over there tweedledee-and all over the country.
But I just remember being like, you're going to love your daughter. Like, she's so cool. But I just like, as a mom, it's like you have this front row seat to like this little person that the world isn't really clued into in quite the same way yet. That they will be when they're like not so like don't need you so much. Right. Yeah. So anyway, not to go off on a tangent, but it's interesting.
That's no tangent.
This sort of I'm curious if you might indulge for one more second before getting back to the show.
Yeah.
This sort of intuitive.
This is the show,
feeling.
baby.
Is this the show?
Well, I meant This Is Us, but That Was Us is the show, and it's part of the show, right? But like that intuitive feeling or whatnot, I'm curious. In terms of like what you're sensing internally and what you experience externally, is there anything about your children that surprised you in terms of like how they wound up manifesting?
We're still in such the early days, but God, we were just talking about this yesterday. I wonder if you guys feel the same way. Like the essence of who they are immediately. And I'm like, oh, I know exactly who Gus was, exactly who Ozzy was, and Lou. And it's like, it's only grown stronger as they've gotten older. I'm like, yeah, I knew, yes, you were this as a baby, Gus. You were, it's crazy. And it's even hard to like qualify exactly what that is.
Yeah.
It's just little glimpses of their personality, or that I'm like, yeah, I knew you. You were like, it just, yes, like who they were when they were right out of the gate. It was like, yeah, I see shades of that now as they get older.
Sure.
Do you feel that way about your kids?
What's surprising to you?
Well, I can remember one time we were going to get pictures for Amari when he was a baby. And I remember he'd always just be going and gone or whatnot. And the photographer goes, oh, he's a talker. I was like, really? She's like, oh, he doesn't stop talking. I was like, how can you tell? She's like, because I'm around babies all the time. This kid is talking. What he's doing right now, he's talking. Wow. And Amari
is a talker.
See?
It's like that's who he was.
That's who he was from the beginning.
From the get-go.
Yeah. And Andrew's always been sort of like a little more rough and tumble. I was looking at this old video of him just like biting my face before he had gums, just crawling over the top of me and just biting my face and that's kind of like who he is now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it hurts more now.
A little bit.
Now that he has teeth.
I still need them chews though, man.
Yeah.
Still need them chews.
What do you think about your kids?
Yeah, I think the same. I mean, they've identified, they've separated themselves from each other very early on.
Yeah,
as far as like,
right?
nah, I'm going to do this. Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead and do that. I'll be over here.
Yep. So different.
Yeah, very, very different. Very different.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me.
Anytime.
More That Was Us after these words from our sponsors.
Summer always feels like a juggling act. Family trips, kids' camps, neighborhood barbecues, even just trying to get everyone out the door on time.
Yes. And when life gets that busy, the last thing you want is your basics slowing you down. That's why I love Bombas. Bombas socks, tees, slides, and underwear that actually keep up with everyday life.
Their socks are my go-to for long days. Well, any day really, but I appreciate them extra on the long days. They're moisture wicking, anti-blister. They hold up even after hours of running around. And the slides, perfect for bouncing between the backyard, the beach, or just school drop-off.
Yo, don't get me started about the
Yo.
tees, yo. No tags,
Ugh, the
Get
best.
out
no
of here.
scratchiness.
Get the tag
it's
out of
just
here.
that buttery, soft comfort from the second you put them on. It makes chasing kids and packing lunches or road trips just a little less stressful.
It's no joke. Every single person in our family wears Bombas.
Same.
And we've been wearing Bombas long before they were advertisers on this show.
There you go.
Correct. I've
Yeah.
said this many times. I think I went through 2 pregnancies in Bombas compression socks.
Yeah.
I wear them now on long
There you
flights.
go.
My kids have Bombas. I've had some like hiking Bombas socks for years
And
now.
they're so durable that the socks that Bear wore when he was little, now Aoife gets to wear them
I
because they
love
hold
that.
up for that long.
Yep.
And I love knowing that every time you buy something, Bombas donates one to someone in need. It feels good to know those everyday basics are helping somebody else too.
Head over to bombas.com and use code TWU for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com, code TWU at checkout. Bombas.com and use code TWU.
Some films just get under your skin, and Bao, Artist at War, is one of them.
Yeah. And stories like these are always important. But with everything happening in the world right now, this one really resonated. It's a true story of Joseph Bao, a prisoner in a Nazi concentration camp who refused to give up hope.
He meant it when he said, if you want justice, you're going to have to survive. He used his talents as a forger to create false documents that saved hundreds of lives. I can't stop thinking about the courage that it took to do that, knowing the risks. And that quote really follows him for decades. We see at the end. It's just gave me chills.
Yeah, and then in the middle of all of that darkness, he meets Rebecca. Their secret wedding inside the camp is such a powerful act of love and defiance.
This movie's gripping. It's got that espionage thriller energy, the emotional weight of a war drama, and a love story that just about broke my heart in the best way.
Bao, Artist at War opens only in theaters for a limited run beginning September 26th. Go to BauMovie.com to watch the trailer, read about Joseph's real-life journey, and find showtimes near you.
That part, like this conversation was so good because here you have Tobias, new father, thinking that he's in a very sort of precarious situation by himself. He's like, we've been here for 6 days already. My man Eddie, who plays, what's the character's name?
Gavin.
Who plays Gavin's like, dude, I've been here for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you see Toby go like,
Oh.
so somebody has you're having a tough time.
Yeah.
And then Gavin tells him about
Somebody else.
People that's been there for 6 months.
a couple
Yeah.
or whatnot. And then they just received the news from the doctor that you will more than likely, you won't be taking
You're
your
gonna
baby
lose a
home.
baby.
You're going to lose a baby. And then Gav says, like, and the only way that you could do it is to somebody else who's in a similar situation to you. And maybe not as bad of a situation. It's like, I can't help but feel a little good about, like, maybe my situation's not that bad.
Yeah.
And I could be a little bit better. And I think it's in these moments, and you help me as an actor tell me in your experience, brother, where you're like, all right, I gotta get my shit together. Like it's bad, but I've just had a couple more examples of like, maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perspective.
There's very specific moments in life where you seek a similar perspective.
Yeah.
This is what Taylor's and I's lunches, just on dad perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, have you noticed this? Yes, I've noticed that. just kind of bouncing things off
Yeah,
each other and mirroring
do you maybe
back.
like your patience worth in with blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. These kids,
They're hard.
they got to go, right? Yeah, man, we got to get them out of here. No, but just you can, because you're in a similar situation, you can.
You have to find community
you can
and to
say
be
the
able
thing.
to exactly.
You could say the thing and just be honest. And it's like me with Rachel. Like, hey, you mind if, like we were saying on the break, I was like, you mind if I give you the monologue I want to give this other person?
Sure.
So I don't have to give it to them?
There you go.
Yeah, great.
There you go.
Yeah, you got to have a safe space.
Yeah.
For sure, especially with parenting.
So shout out to your boy. He did a great job on the
he's
show.
great.
Eddie's dope.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I think at that time he had just had his first kid, like very recently, I think.
Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly, and now he has 3.
Okay.
And they were all born at home.
Aww.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and Eddie.
Yeah, man.
Got that in common.
Beautiful family.
I love it.
But yeah, I as I'm sitting here, I'm trying to remember, because at that time we lived close to each other here in LA, and I should ask him, and maybe we could put it up if he'll let me. I think I helped him go on tape for the role.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I think
That'd be cool.
I think for his audition, I went and read the scene with him.
American Pie didn't get a straight offer? What are we talking about here?
I mean, I think there was like 1 or 2 guys who Dan was talking to.
Okay.
But if he went on tape, I'll have to ask him.
I would love to see that. So to follow it up and close it out, you go back and you see your wife and you see your baby boy and you're like, listen, I know I haven't been doing my fair share or whatnot. I kind of need you to tell me that I haven't been doing my fair share. And how are you doing this? Like, why is this easy for you and it's not happening for me? And she talks about the things that she sees when she sees the baby. Like you talk
everything
about the
we've been
tubes
talking
and
about the.
She does
the 10
admit
months
like she
together.
feels like she's been doing it alone.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
She knows it's hard. But yeah, she talks about everything she sees in the baby.
Yeah.
Acknowledges like he's not wrong.
Right.
But I also see us. And that's what's most important. And it's beautiful. And the end of the episode, we see you guys holding the baby. That's what I have written in.
Dude.
Essentially, she says, the only thing to do is do it.
Right.
And so she leaves him to.
Yep. She's like, I got to
gotta go
shower.
take a shower.
You stay here.
Yeah. And it'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's that storyline.
Kevin and Zoe?
Let's do it.
All right, this is Kevin and Zoe.
They're in therapy.
They got a black female therapist. I love how Kev just makes himself comfortable. You know, it looks like a flower, maybe a little bit like a vagina. She's like, my daughter made that. She's 7. He's like, well, she's got potential.
I see what you're doing here.
Yeah. So he's been 4 days sober, and he's there because he wants to make this relationship right. It's important to him. You know, and then Zoe sort of clocks that the doctor is sort of charmed. Like, I see you want to smile at him and everything. He's a very charming guy. But I don't want to just look like an idiot because I get charmed and then ultimately he winds up falling back into, you know,
Destructive patterns,
right? In that therapy meeting, he's like, I can see it all with you, right? I can see
family,
the family, the kids, the living in the burbs. Well, maybe not the burbs, but you know what I'm saying. I just see it all with you, right? So he gets back from an AA meeting, and there's a bit of a bombshell that's dropped on him where Zoe's like, in a very sober and cool way, like, listen, man, I'm gonna ride with you, right? I've made my decision. We can make this work. But you said you want kids, and kids are not a part of my future, right? And he's like, really? He's like, she's like, I thought we were on the same page. And he's like, well, you know, I just thought of something eventually what people do.
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, not for me. Like, I like to travel. I like this, the way my life is set up, and I need you to think long and hard, man. And if you do, you decide that you want kids, that's cool. If you decide you want me, that's cool. But you need to take a moment and think about it. And it's such an interesting thing, too, because the last time Kev talked about kids, when they came up, was with Sophie.
Mm-hmm. And he said it was a nightmare.
A nightmare. And we saw it. We had a visual depiction on screen of like crying kids and him just being like, what is going on? And so now he's made a 180, right? He's only 4 days sober too. Like, to be honest, like, but like he sees something that he wants for his life.
Just par for the course for somebody who's 4 days sober.
Is this true? Okay. I appreciate it.
So, I can see it all. Everything looks, the future looks so bright.
Yeah. So there they are. Kev's going to another meeting. They're in New York. He's, I think, around the corner from, I can't remember exactly what part of New York he's in, but he winds up outside of Sophie's place.
Yeah.
Right? It's raining and everything. He's just sort of looking at the door, like off the heels of finding out that, you know, Zoe doesn't want children. And so as an audience member, it's like, I'm standing in front of this place and the last person that told me they wanted to have my kids. You know what I'm saying? Which is really kind of what's happening, even though he's not saying that out loud. And she says, he's like, would you like to grab a coffee or something? By the way, is that a better way of saying it, the way that he said it to Sophie?
Yes. I do think so.
Because still, to an engaged,
she told him immediately. She's like,
woman.
I'm engaged.
And then he said, it's totally safe.
Totally safe to have some coffee, right? His name is Grant. He goes, you guys gonna have kids? He's like, sorry, like I'm just joking. Like, this is what's on my mind right now.
All this bit dysfunction. I mean, it's like, come on, you don't take an engaged
and she
woman
says
out for
something
coffee.
to the point of like, you're not used to doing it, and in doing it, he means like he has a decision to make in terms of whether he wants Zoe or whether he wants kids. And she says, well, you're not used to doing it, and that means making choices.
Yeah.
So you get everything. Just by being who you are, everything just sort
happens.
of falls into place for you, right? And I think we've had that echoed a few times towards Kev where he has to sort of like hear it now. Right. Like I think Randall may have said it in a certain way, somebody else may have said it, but I think hearing it from Sophie sort of makes him go like, okay, there's credence to this thing that's been echoed back to me a couple of times now. Goes back to the crib, he sees Zoe, and he's like, I choose you. I choose you. And here's a question for you guys before we get any deeper. If your partner told you they didn't want kids, would you have stayed with your partner or would you have been, and I'll start this one. I'll start this one.
You just did.
Because Ryan and I had reached a point in our relationship, we were 4 years married or whatnot, and we had a plan to like wait a couple of years before having kids. And she's like, I'm not ready yet. And I was like, all right. And then we waited another year. I was like, what about now? She's like, no, not ready. Not where I want to be. And we got to that 4th year. I was like, listen, this is getting tough for me. And I know I'm getting older and I know what it is that I want in life. And I love you. And before like anything becomes like problematic or something, like let me know. And we could say adios lovingly. I need children.
Yeah.
Now you guys, I was putting you on the spot. You don't have to answer. But it was a real thing that I went through.
Yeah.
And like for
was
Kev,
it not something you talked about before?
We had talked, but before we talked about the plan to have 2 children.
Yeah.
And to spend 2 years just enjoying being married before we began our family.
Got it.
So that was what was talked about
So
before.
you're like, okay, now we've gotten to double that.
Right. Yeah.
And what's the plan?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, I think I had been in a previous marriage where
had. Do tell.
where I knew I did not want to have a family with that person.
Gotcha.
And I'm grateful that was the way it all worked out. But I think I knew with Taylor, like very immediately, I was like, oh, this is the person. Like I always wanted to have a family and was just hopeful that was in the cards for me.
Right.
And then meeting Taylor, I was like, this is it.
Okay.
This is who I was waiting for.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would have, I think I wanted a family, but I wanted a family with him.
So they all went together.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I think the same. Like I think Rachel and I, when we first met, we both knew that we both wanted kids.
Okay.
But it was, just a matter of time.
No timetable.
No, we never,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved to New York and just enjoyed life too much.
I love that. Yeah. I love that for you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That was my part on that. So he's made a firm decision. He's made his choice. Chooses Zoe. Is that the end of Kevin's
yeah,
life?
that, and he sends Sophie Billy Joel tickets, which I was like, that's a classy move.
It is a classy move.
The whole interaction,
Oh, it made you feel a little.
just get out of, just leave the
Leave her
person
alone. That's how I felt.
Leave her alone.
Sure.
The
That's how I
coffee
felt.
was already too much.
Well, I mean,
Coffee, yeah, with your coffee.
okay.
You know?
I guess the romantic in me is like, they're meant to be.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're hoping, right? So
They're meant to be.
So we as an audience, we let it go.
I thought it was classy sending the tickets.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Her fiance can get her tickets.
I felt a little.
Could he get her front row Billy Joel
But
tickets?
see, this is what I'm
at
saying.
MSG?
Like the idea that you can do that for somebody and that their fiance can't also has.
It's a real power move.
Yeah,
for sure.
Fiance sitting there front row of Billy Joel with ex-boyfriend's tickets. Ex-husband's front row seats.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
no,
right.
no, yeah, I love it. She's got a way about her.
You're right.
Don't know
I'm
what
wrong.
it is.
I am wrong.
You're not wrong or right. It's just two differing.
Well,
things.
you're right. It is a move of like, don't forget about me.
Yeah, that's what
See
it
what
felt
I
like.
could do
That's
for you.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
But
yeah,
This is what I bring to your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she even smiles a little bit.
Like, it's so Kevin.
So
Yeah.
Kevin. So Kevin.
Yeah, but if I was her fiance back, I'm not going to a Billy Joel concert.
Yeah.
Take your girlfriend.
Or are you going to a Billy Joel concert?
Randall and Councilman mode.
Yeah. Okay. Randall
Oh
and
boy.
Beth.
Oh boy.
So it's even the way they start this off is Randall and Beth are figuring out the schedules together and whatnot. Then they both jump into life and they play the song that they wind up replaying again at the end of the episode, the Calm Before the Storm, right? And it's like, oh man, it's ominous from jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many things that you're trying to balance, and then Beth's hitting them up like, so-and-so needs a story read. You got to check on this project, what have you. Make sure you make it to my dance recital this time. Jaywan is hitting them up and saying like, yo, we got to go to this meeting. We got to go to that. He's got a lot of stuff. He killed a lot of trees, man. Got to go through all this stuff, sign it, etc. And like the sense of overwhelm that I felt was like, Lord,
On
like,
his behalf, yeah.
because like it's like I feel like I'm living that right now.
Yeah.
Like right now. Like if you promote a show and you shoot a show and you pitch a show and you work on the podcast and you're doing pre-production for another podcast, and then like every night Amari's like, hey Dad, can we read? And then I was like, you always try to make time to read. And then sometimes like, man, I got to watch some This Is Us. Do you want to sit and watch some This Is Us with Dad? And he's like, nope. And I was like, all right,
Nope.
well, I got to finish watching the episode so I can talk about it, man. He's like, okay.
Oh,
Thankfully, the
boy.
14-year-old doesn't really care. He'll be like, hey, Dad, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm good, man. How you doing? He's like, fine. I had this today. Da, 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 da. And this is a conversation happening, full disclosure, on the commode. On the commode, right?
Sure.
And he's like, and then after, there's a little toot from the commode. He's like, all right, I'll leave you alone now. And I'm like, I'm in the bathroom. You're the one who busted in here. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
I didn't realize you were the one on it.
I thought it was Andrew on the
Nope.
commode.
me.
Oh, wow.
That's the real twist
reveal.
in this story.
It was me.
Yeah.
It was me. There you go.
Yeah.
So that sense of like, there's the balls are in the air.
I mean, you gotta say it's good news that your bowels are still moving.
Thank
with
you very
everything
much.
going
I already
on.
talked about the
Crockett
Crockett
Oak
brand in the last
know what I
episode.
mean?
Yeah.
You need a whole box.
So yeah, like the montage ends with Beth coming home and be like, hey babe, how was your day? And my man is knocked out with just papers laid out on the thing, right? So next part of this is there's a phone call.
Recitals first.
Recitals first. She's looking out into the audience to
He's
see
not there yet.
if he's there. And she's like, you can see a little, frustration is happening. But before the recital starts, as she's being introduced by her, teacher, the owner of the studio, he see him slip into it, sit down, etc. Right? Next cut to after the show, he brought some flowers. Flowers are lovely. She says, like, you missed a really lovely intro with regards to what my, boss said about me.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him. He's like, give me the play-by-play right now. What does she have to say?
Yeah, it was a good
It
response.
Yeah,
was
it
good.
was.
It was real good. Because I was like, hey, that's better than Brown.
Yeah.
Because like Brown may have taken the bait and be like, woman, I've been running. And he's like, but like he's just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me hear what she had to say.
Yeah.
And damn right she said that because they lucky to have you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a man who just recently told his wife to put a pin in it.
That's basically it. I got to be on best behavior. Then he says, listen, there is a dinner tomorrow night. Invited by this councilman. He's a big muckety muck. There's going to be a few other people there. I'm sort of just trying to show off the most impressive parts about me, and you tend to make the most impressive impression of all. And she's like, look, I'm working till 5. She's like, that's great. Dinner's at 8, right? And she's like, okay, I can make it. He's like, thank you, right? So next day at work, he's councilmaning away. She's like, dude, something great happened for me. Some folks are going out from work today. It's going to be an incredible opportunity for us to discuss like future involvement and programming, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I got to stay. He's like, wait a minute. I already told this councilman that you were going to come.
For dinner,
she's like, yeah, but like my job is important. And like, my job is just as important as yours. Where I want to press the pause on this thing when you're like, has that ever happened for you guys? Like this sort of like weighing of like, this is what I do.
Balance.
This is what you do. And like what you do is no more important than what I do.
Yes.
That conversation, how's it tend to go?
Yes.
A little bit.
A lot of people like to think that because I enjoy my job, that my job is easy.
Come on, bro.
And well, that's it. Easy.
Come on, bro. I know.
And it's not just a conversation that I have with my partner, but it's also like our relationship to work. Mm-hmm. Rachel has a different relationship to work.
Yes.
That she goes away when she's working. Like she's gone. And so it's something that we work on as far as like balance, not just for our sake, but for her, like she works on it for her own sake. Mm-hmm. Like she has a pretty, I mean, for lack of a better, addictive relationship with work. Okay. Like the idea of being productive and working and succeeding in those things.
I understand.
So yeah, we've definitely had those conversations.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I've never told her to put a pin in it. So.
Yeah, it's never felt quite as contentious as what Beth and Randall are kind of dealing with. But certainly, I think like two people who have like who love what they do and drive a lot of passion and like their identity from their jobs. Yeah. It's definitely come up, but I think we're pretty deft at like navigating the like, okay, now it's your turn, now it's my turn, now it's your turn, now it's my turn. And that not like I understand that he has to do what he does. Sure. Like that's what he was born to do. And like he has to nurture that and he deserves to do that and in the same way that I do, you know? So it's like I think we're both pretty good at trying to figure out that balance.
Okay, that's good.
You guys?
There's so much of
you guys are
what?
You and Ryan?
Me and Ryan.
Michelle Bethe?
Don't even worry about it.
What about her?
Yeah.
Got it. Point taken.
There's a podcast called We Don't Always Agree. You can listen to it.
You can tune in. But so Randall and Beth, he goes, look, Beth, I know it may not seem like it or you can't see everything that I've been doing. I feel like I've been burning the candle at like 12 ends and I'm sort of just barely keeping it together. But I'm surprised he actually didn't call marriage. That's what I was waiting for him to do because that's something that Randall and Beth had done before in previous times. But he's just basically like, this is something that I need from you.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you give me this, please? And she's like, okay.
Well, again, the writers have painted you guys perfectly into the same corner because you can't call marriage because what she is also claiming is marriage. Like it's not like not part of the fam, like the, you know what I mean? Like it's a different, you guys are in a different spot now, which is why it seems so
it's a different spot
impassable
too, because it's like, it's not just a job for her. This is her passion that she's finally refound.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you can't make light of that.
Yeah, you can't negate that. Yeah.
She also asked him at one point in time to drop out. And he's like, but I didn't.
And you said you would.
I am.
Yeah.
It's it's precarious.
It's precarious.
It's precarious, but she agrees to come.
And I was and you know, for what we're gonna get to it. I'm not gonna get to it just yet.
Yes, sir.
But like we talked a lot about him saying put a pin in it.
Yeah.
And that has nothing on what gets said in this episode.
Yeah. In that voicemail?
Okay. Let's get to it.
Okay. So Randall is waiting in his car outside of the councilman's
dinner, their house.
Quick flashback.
Give it to me.
The end of the conversation about how important it is to you. Very good writing.
Yeah.
Because what Beth says to Randall is, you've made your desires clear.
That is correct.
Or whatever, something like that. She doesn't say, I'll be there. She doesn't say, it's very good writing because it's made clear that she understands you.
Yep.
But she does not confirm or deny
correct
whether or not she'll be at this dinner.
It's assumed.
Yeah.
And then Randall is sitting in his car
Waiting.
outside this person's house.
Yeah,
It's
she
time
said,
to go.
Beth says, yeah, I hear you. You made it clear what you want. That was that.
That's
so, okay. So now he's, sorry. He's
It's so bad.
He's in the car.
It's the
And
worst.
It's like 20 minutes past what time the
Yeah.
dinner starts,
Yeah.
right? He's already called a few times, sent text, and he's getting no response.
No
I
response.
forgot about this.
He's getting
Her
no
phone
res-
goes to voicemail.
He's getting no response back. So he finally calls, and leaving a message, he says, if you had told me something was this important to you, heaven and earth couldn't have stopped me from being there. But maybe that's the difference between us.
Ooh.
I hope it was worth it.
Oh,
I hope you're off having fun,
Oh.
talking about how to teach bored housewives how to twirl better.
oh no.
Grow the hell up. Beth.
I mean, why have we been even talking about put a pin in it?
Yeah.
Put a pin in it
Yeah,
is
I hear you.
a love letter
yeah,
Yeah.
compared
yeah.
to this voicemail.
Yeah, definitely.
And I completely forgot about
Yeah,
it.
definitely a love letter. Yeah. It was,
Oh, last night when I was watching this episode, I was like, oh man,
Yep.
what the? Wait, I was like, do they get divorced in this show?
Yeah. I don't know if they make it.
I don't think they make it.
that may have been a death knell.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more That Was Us. You guys know that feeling when you're hiring and you think,
I do.
there's got to be someone out there who's perfect for this role.
I do.
But all you're getting is a giant pile of resumes that don't match what you need. Finding the right person can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack.
And just when you think you found them, you realize they're in another time zone, halfway through a year-long sabbatical.
But not with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter finds amazing candidates for you fast. And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/TWU. Here's what's cool. The minute you post your job, ZipRecruiter's smart technology starts showing you qualified candidates instantly.
And you don't just wait around hoping they apply, because ZipRecruiter allows you to send them a pre-written invite to apply and personally let them know you want them in the mix.
It's like swapping your metal detector for a magnet. That needle in the haystack comes right to you. It actually... I have actually seen it happen faster than I thought possible. Ditch the other hiring sites, y'all, and let ZipRecruiter find what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/TWU.
Again, that's ziprecruiter.com/TWU. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Ever read the label on your cat's food and think, what is that? With Smalls, you don't have to wonder. It's made with fresh, whole ingredients, no byproducts, no artificial flavors, no preservatives you can't pronounce.
Cats are descended from hunters. They need real protein-rich meals, not processed pellets. Smalls gets it right. So right, 88% of cat parents report health improvements after switching.
We are a Smalls household here. We have 3 cats, Peanut, Fig, and Olivia. They are huge Smalls fans. I love that feeding them the best possible food, the highest quality human-grade ingredients, no artificial flavors or preservatives ever. I feel like it's helped their energy. I feel like it's helped the smell in the litter box. All of the things that you're most concerned about. Their fur is softer. They actually like the food. I mean, we're talking about the pickiest cats on the planet, and the fact that they are Smalls obsessed warms my heart.
And if you're nervous your cat won't go for it, no stress. Smalls offers a risk-free trial. If they don't love it, you get your money back.
For a limited time only, because you are a That Was Us listener, you can get 60% off your first Smalls order, plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/TWU. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com/TWU, plus free shipping. Again, that's smalls.com/TWU.
And so he goes in and he's trying to be his charming self, and he's talking to the councilman,
And they
talking to
finish
his
dinner.
wife, right? They've eaten the dinner. He's talking about recipes and everything. And before they think this over, in
Ding
comes
dong.
Beth. And you can see this look on Randall's face like, oh, she decided to come. And then in the middle of saying, she's like, yeah, there's this awful accident. Traffic was backed up. It was at a standstill.
My phone died.
My phone died. And you see Randall go like,
Oh, God. Oh, God. It is.
Oh, my favorite part of her arriving is Randall standing up and his voice going up 3 octaves.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Beth.
You made it.
Hi. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. Like,
and it caught him off guard. And then, but like the hope is in the phone being dead. So he's like, oh, okay. So she didn't get any
or
of that.
did she?
And she was like, sorry, can I use the bathroom? And do you have like a phone charger?
Yeah,
and
he's like, I got one. And she's like, no, you got one. It's all good. Do this. So the next time you see they're sitting next to each other, they're eating like some sort of
She's also being kind of cold.
little
So
distant.
you're like,
But she's there. I mean, also not like not outwardly though.
Not obviously.
You know,
to
there's-
us, we're like, there's something going on.
Yeah.
there's one, you want any coffee? And she's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like like, or is she just tired?
There's
like,
that.
It's
Then
so well played
became
because
a
you're
little
like, does she
clearer.
not know?
It became a little clear when like they like talking about the recipe of the pumpkin pie cheesecake or whatever it is, sweet potato cheesecake, and then he goes and just holds her hand because he's thankful that she's there, and she just takes the hand and slips it out,
Right.
not like a jerk,
Yeah.
not a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
But that could have been because he asked her to
Who
miss
knows?
the thing.
who knows? So
Nobody knows. The writers know.
the writers know. So the dinner's over. And they leave, and they're taking a piece of the sweet potato cheesecake, whatever it is. Can't remember. Pumpkin pie. What is it?
No, purple sweet potato
Purple
cheesecake.
sweet potato cheesecake. And he's like, look, when I thought you weren't coming, I left you a message on the phone.
tone of your
And I'm
voice.
saying, like, maybe if you just delete that.
Do me a favor. and
Like, you don't need
listen
that.
to
And she's like, oh, you mean the one where you told me to grow the hell up? And then you're just like, oh, it's not good. She heard the whole time. And she kept it, she sat on that.
She kept
the
it close to the
whole
vest.
And came
time,
anyway.
And came anyway. And she's like, you got that cot at the office. I want to make sure there's
Yeah.
anything else. She's like, why don't you take it? She didn't say this, but like internally, and if it was on Peacock instead of NBC, why don't you take your black ass to that cot?
Yeah. Yeah. But then my favorite part said, take that weird purple cheesecake with you.
I didn't like that.
No.
Cheesecake.
Yeah. Also, it made me endure a 3-hour dinner.
Yeah. And
'Cause
coffee.
I'm sure I'll have another refill of coffee.
Yeah. So then, and this is interesting because Randall's not a confrontational dude with his wife for the most part, I would say. Because you expect in the montage to see like the pillow
Yeah.
at the cot
Yeah.
and sort of be like, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And he's like,
No.
I ain't staying on no cot.
Yeah.
And I don't know what makes you think you can tell me you're gonna stay on the cot. And she's like, you want to do this? Fine.
Let's
Close
do
the door.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And that's where we leave the episode.
Yep.
Right? And that storyline. But now we got to go back and
And
talk
you were
about
like, ooh, it's percolating.
it's percolating. And it is
The
legitimately
stovetop is on.
uncomfortable. But what I appreciate as the writers, this is, as an actor, I don't know how you guys feel about this. If you were ever given an opportunity to dig a hole, you're like, all right, how big of a hole can I dig and still get out of it?
Yeah.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be smooth sailing the
right,
whole time. Like,
right.
I like the hole.
Sure.
And then I'm like, now I got to get out of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long do you have to get out
more
of the hole, too?
importantly,
Yeah.
more importantly, the writers have to make the audience allow you to get out of the hole.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Because I guess you could say
have to earn that.
for
Yeah.
the Toby storyline, did you get out of the hole once the hole came up?
I mean, which one?
I'm talking about
Survived that heart attack. I'll tell you that
you
much.
survived the heart attack.
That was a hole.
Good for you.
It fell right in that hole.
Good for you. I think the holes in the future are working in San Francisco,
Yeah.
buying the house without talking to
Yeah.
your wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then sort of like how that goes. Directed by Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
Let me say that.
Don't try to deflect my holes with your holes.
Anyway, sorry. No, we're focused on my holes
Look,
right
your
now.
hole's a big hole.
My hole is
my holes are future holes.
And it's
to be
present.
discussed.
I have present holes for us to get into
to fill
right now.
No, to get out of. Listen, we're all in your hole. And now we're going to see how we get out.
Ay.
Mandy's done with this
Do we
episode.
want to talk about the
I'm
dance?
done.
Did we talk about the dance at all?
No, we could talk about the dance.
Let's talk about the dance real quick because the dance is actually kind of sweet. Kev's got on a bow tie. He's excited. He's already told his parents, which I would never tell my parents. Like, I'm going to get my first kiss tonight.
He's confident.
Confident. He shoots, he scores. I mean, that's Kevin Pearson's life. He's like, I made up my mind. I'm going to make it happen. They're going to chaperone.
Yeah.
At the dance. Randall got invited by a friend of Kate's, Jessica, to go, but he's sort of focused on mitochondria because there's a dude in his class who's got him by like a point something. He's got a 97 something. He's got like just slightly ahead of it, right? Got to get ahead. So everybody's going to the dance together. Kate's date's not mentioned in this particular case. Okay. So they get to the dance. Turns out Jack's never really been to a dance. Had a chance to go to his homecoming, I believe, but then Stanley being Daddy Pearson, getting drunk and just taking the car and making the whole thing go away, right? So Rebecca's like, oh, well, let's dance, let's enjoy ourselves, et cetera. And like, one of the best parts of the dance is like sneaking off so we can do our own thing while, the adults are doing their thing. So they go to the library. They about to like getting hot and heavy. He's like, what are you guys doing?
And it's Randall.
There's Randall studying for his test.
Studying.
Ubiquitous, just showing up when you least want him to be there. Like, hey, man, mom had to be like, a young lady invited you to something. Yeah. And you over here looking at cue cards and everything. Yeah. Put the cards down and go be a gentleman.
Yes. That's your obligation.
Well, that is your obligation.
That is correct.
Socially, and you are absolutely right. So he goes. And they have a couple of other conversations. Oh, Kev, this was really interesting because it sort of echoes the present day storyline. A buddy comes up to him while he's slow dancing with this girl, and she's dreamy. She's having the best time. He's like, yo, we're going to go TP this office later on. You in? He's like, heck yeah, I'm in. And she's like,
what?
Am I not standing here with you right now? So that you see Kev go to the place that everybody's got the toilet paper everywhere. And he's like, come on, Sophie, let's do this. And Sophie's like, hey, bro, I was dancing with my man.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I want to do this.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is sort of echoing that thing. Like, you never had to choose.
Everything just happened.
Everything happened, right?
For you.
He comes back. He starts wrapping her in toilet paper and everything. It's really kind of, that's a bold move. I was like, I should try that sometime. This kid's got a lot of game.
He does.
Wrapping in toilet paper, and he's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm keeping you here. And then he plants the kiss. It's the sweetest kiss, too, by the way. Like, it was the appropriate kiss for these two kids to have. And I was like, all right, that's pretty sweet.
And was his first kiss, right?
That was his first kiss?
Yeah.
That was his first kiss.
I mean, the actor.
No, that was
Parker's first kiss.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
That's right.
I remember him talking about that.
That's crazy. That's so cool. Yeah. I love that stuff.
Documented on camera.
And so what was cool, like how it finishes is you see Randall dancing with Jessica and Kev's back dancing with Sophie or whatnot. And there's the question, who asks who? Was it Jack asking you or you asking Jack? Like if we knew each other, it was Jack. If we knew each other in elementary school.
I think it's Rebecca asking her.
Yeah.
No, him asking me because I was like the girl with the hair bows and the guy who got in his first fist fight when he was like 8.
Old?
Yeah.
And it was also the mental note that I took to myself. It was like one other example of Mandy Moore not playing Rebecca. Like she had to go real young because she did go to 16. But she didn't go.
I couldn't go to 8.
The rare occurrence where
I was like, come on,
10 or 12 or something.
Woman, you could have done it.
Just you on your knees, with your shoes on your knees.
My shoes on my knees.
Just like looking up at the camera.
If they'd given me the chance.
Yeah. They're giving her the chance.
Oversized lollipop. bigger furniture to make you look small. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But you're like, you know what? I think I may have been too much of a goody two shoes for you. And he's like, you know what I would have thought? Like, as soon as I saw you, and I gotta say, I love the kid who plays young Jack, and the little girl who played young. He was just adorable,
So cute,
ridiculously adorable, and the light sort of glowing behind the two of them, just seeing each other. I was like, man, that man loved you. Like, he loved you in such a way as like, if I would have loved you at whatever point in time we met each other, and it would have been on like that. And then there's this thing where he wanted to thank you for sort of like, I didn't get a chance to experience these things. Like, I didn't know what childhood dances were and everything. And like, you made sure that they were a part of our kids' experience. Like, there's this normalcy that you've been able to gift them. And I think that they're going to be okay because you've been able to give them all this stuff. And then we hear the song again, the
Frankie.
Calm Before the Storm
Yeah.
plays again. And you see that everybody, like, as much as we want to, as parents, make the rough parts smooth, we can't.
No.
Everybody's got to go through something.
Yep.
Yeah. Rach and I were just talking about this, not about it, obviously not about the same exact thing, but we're talking about our parenting styles as they get older and as we want to protect them from everything. Yeah. Right. Obviously, you don't want to see your child hurt, embarrassed, scared, whatever the thing is. But I've come to realize, like, in my growing up, it was not the trauma, whatever, big T or little t, that was harmful. It was those moments where I felt like I had no one to talk to about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we're trying to give our children the leeway to challenge themselves emotionally and physically, spiritually, whatever that means. But provide a relationship where they can talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you did that thing and it was scary. Maybe it was too scary. Maybe it was too soon for you to watch something like that, or somebody taught you a word, or like. But what I don't want them to feel is afraid
to have that
talk to us
conversation.
about.
Yeah. Well done.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it feels like that's one of the things the show helped me learn.
That's one of the best gifts you can give. It's not necessarily fixing it, but it's being a sounding board for them to share what they're going through so they don't feel alone as they're going through it.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Because we need those experiences.
Absolutely.
They're formative.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no growth without resistance. Like, the things that you think that we're supposed to avoid are actually the things that you have to go through to grow through.
That's right.
Right? That's, you lifting weights, you're like tearing muscles apart so that they can come back together stronger.
Say it again. That was good. Say it again.
You're lifting weights, you're tearing muscles apart so that they can grow stronger.
So stuff you have to go through to grow through.
To grow through.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you. So this is my note, or this is my thought. This concludes episode 316. But in terms of 314, 315, and 316, which we've done over the past few weeks, I don't think I cried. And you know what I'm saying, in terms of what people say about the show.
I cried when Kate talked to her dad with baby Jack.
I did too.
Okay.
It got me.
It got me. I was like, oh.
That may have got me for a hot second. And then there's also a part of Brown that takes notes that misses emotional moments. Where, like, I'm trying to clock into the thing we're doing, I'm taking notes. But for the most part, for me, I'd say not as much. But there's a great feeling of consternation.
Yeah.
And just sort of like, where are we going, everybody?
Yeah.
And I think maybe for Beth and Randall specifically, I was just like, I know how it all works out. But going through it is like,
it's a journey. It's
back
a journey.
in it. Right back in it.
It is also 315, the beginnings of seeing my mother's sort of cognition decline.
Yep.
Is sort of like,
hints of that. Sure.
Lord have mercy. It's Kev through his relapse.
Yep.
And just sort of like, I need him to get it together. And also, I want him to be happy. I want things to work out with this woman. Are they going to work out? I know the answer, but like, I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's more things that just sort of have me feeling like. You want baby Jack to be okay.
I know there's a tremendous amount of our breath is being held.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's the feeling of.
And when are we going to exhale?
Episodes. Yeah. So we'll see over the next two. exactly how it goes down. We do have
We got a
for our
very
fan
special
segment,
guest.
We got a guest. We're going to be talking to Councilman Saul Brown himself, Mr. Rob Morgan. Stick around. We'll have more of That Was Us.
We are back with our favorite segment, the fan segment. And today we are joined by a very, very special guest whose performance left a lasting impact on us throughout a handful of very powerful episodes.
You're going to recognize him as Councilman Saul Brown from the campaign storyline on what show?
What's it called?
This Is Us.
That's it. As Randall takes on the new position of city councilman, we thought this would be a great time to chat about Saul Brown's character. So let's give a warm welcome to the incredible Rob Morgan. What up, Rob?
Hello,
Peace,
sir.
peace. What's happening? Thank you for having me.
How are you, man?
Hey, man, God is great. I can't complain. I'm in North Carolina laying low.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Is that where you are full time?
Yeah. Pandemic got me out of Brooklyn.
Okay.
And I came down here so I could be closer to my mother and make more memories instead of moments.
That's
I
beautiful.
love that.
You know, since when I'm not working, I wanted to spend time with her.
Sure.
So,
You also look like you Benjamin Button, bro. What you bathing in the river of eternal youth? What's going on?
hey, man, just drinking my water and minding my business.
There you
It's
go.
Guys like you out there getting it, so I got to stay getting it too.
Folks, let that be a lesson to you. Mind your business. You look good when you do.
Yeah.
You look good when you do.
Brooklyn is where Rob and I met. This Is Us is actually the third show that we did together.
Are you
What?
serious?
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us that history.
We met on the NIC.
Yep.
Then we were both on. I think you stood over my dead body
The
on
Americans?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yep.
And then here we are, and This Is Us.
Wow, guys. That's quite a trajectory.
It is.
Jeez.
Be associated with Sully like that.
He's good.
I'm following you around.
Following you, bro.
You ready to say so? Go.
No, go for it, Saul Brown.
I was just going to ask, in terms of what you remember about the whole story arc, the role that you played in it or what have you, what did you know about the show beforehand? How did it come to you? And what was your experience like doing it?
Oh, man, I knew it was a groundbreaking, just iconic show, had a great market. Definitely was doing some good things on TV. And I happened to be at an event, and Dan Fogelman, who I didn't know who he was at the time, he comes up to me and he's like, look, man, me and my wife appreciate your work. I'd love to have you on my show. And I was like, oh, really? Well, what show is that? He said, This Is Us. I said, oh, shit, okay. He was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. So I hit my team up, and literally 5 months later, man, I was Councilman Saul Brown.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Doing our thing, and I was working on a film called Bull and Just Mercy at the time.
Yeah.
So I literally did all three projects in the same week.
Wow.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it was crazy. Going from Texas to Los Angeles to Atlanta, back to Texas, back to Los Angeles. But
That's
we had
nuts.
a good time.
That is
I
nuts.
enjoyed it. Because it was at that time, it made me say, man, you know what? This is it. We really doing it.
Yeah.
I
I
love
felt
it.
good playing with you all.
What was it like for you? I'll talk a little bit from my perspective. Sort of these two brothers who were allowed to have differing perspectives and have somewhat of a frenemy sort of relationship with each other. I think it's something that you don't see a whole lot of on network television.
Sure.
That goes out to the masses. And it was interesting because there's parts of me that was like, oh man, do I want to show us not getting along or whatnot? And then I was like, you know what? But they're both entitled. No one is wrong.
That's right.
in any situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They both have valid, differing opinions. So I'm curious, what was your take on sort of playing that out for folks?
Man, my take was I thought it was a beautiful dynamic to see two chocolate brothers on screen doing our thing.
Come on.
And then I felt it got cut short. I mean, you won. Like, out of nowhere, they called me and say, "All right, Rob, that was it." And I was like, "That was it? We was just warming up."
Right? No, this is us. That's not it.
Yeah, I was like, "What happened?
What happened to us?"
I really enjoyed, like, just working with you, man. I was impressed with your preparation and how you really came and delivered. So it was like iron sharpening iron.
Yes, sir.
And I really enjoyed it, definitely, from what I remember.
It goes both ways, man. Like there was something so delightful about how you smiled your way through so much.
Yeah.
And when
Right?
I was like, there'd be the inner monologue for Randall Pearson was like, I want to wipe that motherfucking smile off his face.
But it was my hood, man. It was my time. That was my charm, for my people. And you still came and stole the vote, which I'm still baffled at how you could do that. But yeah.
Recount.
I'm him. No.
Right. Recount. Yeah, I think you stole it.
There was the whole the debate that we had with each other. I'm curious, like, what you remember about it, because the audience, or like the extras who played the audience, gave such energy, right? Like there'd be times I was like, oh man, he's kicking my ass, and they just whooping and hollering, and I'm like, oh, I'm losing it.
Yeah,
man.
you could feel it. It was palpable. I was there.
It was awful. How did you feel it from up on stage?
Oh man, the time when we played you mispronouncing the reporter's name, and then it was kind of like, this cat ain't even from here. Listen to him. The writing was so on point that yes, and you just reminded me, man. It was an auditorium full of folk, and it felt like every take they was just feeding us.
Yeah.
They really were.
Yeah, they were really into it, which made it fun for us and made it even more, believable to play.
It was a blast.
So, good time.
Did you have people come up to you during that time, like off the street, that wanted to talk to you about the show or talk about your character or had thoughts about anything? Because people don't keep their comments to themselves. I mean, we've had that experience of like people want to let you know how they feel about your character.
Totally.
If you've done something they don't agree with.
If anything, they just told me they voted for me. Oh! They said, hey, man, I voted for you.
See, this is confusing.
I don't know what happened. I voted for you.
Yeah, this is confusing.
I don't know either.
This is him walking around in Brooklyn. That's his neighborhood. He didn't go anywhere else.
Yeah,
I love that.
People seem to appreciate what we brought to the table, and that was fun.
It was such an intricate and subtle and well crafted dynamic between the two of you.
Yeah.
That it really made it a genuine surprise when you won.
It did,
because
it didn't look like it was going his way.
It was not clear until the words came out of your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was a good time.
Not to like, I'm not trying to belabor anything. I don't know if there's anything else that I really want to say about the show, except thank you for gracing us with your presence on it. Yeah, you class the joint up like
always,
and everything that you do, bro. Like anytime you see Big Rob doing his thing, he's 10 toes down, man. The brother does not play around, and we were very happy to have you be a part of the show. Is there anything that you got going on right now, or that people can see you in presently or in the near future?
I just finished a project in the UK called Frank and Lewis, opposite Kingsley Ben-Adir.
Okay.
We, play some brothers in prison that rely on each other. It's a beautiful relationship. My character happens to have onset Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a very intimate, beautiful relationship rooted through humanity in a toxic environment that, I had a good time playing. Petra Volpe, writer, director.
Okay.
Wow.
Swiss-German filmmaker. So, yeah, that's it, man. Other than that, I did finish that in May, and I've been here in North Carolina relaxing ever since.
Nice.
Man.
Are you and Mom under the same roof, or are you just close by? How you doing?
I got her something where she grew up at, and that's like 25 minutes from me. So I just get up and go over there.
Nice.
And work out, trying to get her body mobility and stuff back. So I can work out with her. She's my warm up.
Nice. Yeah, I love that.
We've talked about, just what it takes to be a caretaker and whatnot. And I hope in the midst of being a caretaker, you are also feeding yourself so that you can feed her everything that you're there to do in the first place. So blessings to you in this journey, sir.
A reminder, my brother, definitely.
You got it. Anybody else got anything
Rob.
to say to
No,
Mr. Rob?
thank you so much for
chatting with
joining
man.
us.
It's good to see your
Hey,
face.
man, Sully, thank you for reaching out, my brother.
Yes.
It was an honor.
I hope
Thank
our
you.
paths cross again soon.
No doubt.
All right, guys. I think that concludes this episode 316.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
It was good talking to Rob.
Nice catching up with him for sure.
It was good going through these episodes again. Like they are the feeling of anxiety that I'm feeling
palpable.
as an audience member.
Sure.
Strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Same.
Need that baby strong. Need this relationship between Beth and Randall strong. I need Kev to be okay. Like, Mom, what's going on cognitively? Like, there's a lot happening.
Sowing. We've planted lots of seeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now we're just waiting to see what comes of it.
Yeah. That's it. So, guys, if you...
Yep.
What?
Yep. I agree. Nope. That's my agreement
If you guys want to connect with us, like share stories, feedback, etc., we would love to hear from you. You can hit us at thatwasuspod@gmail.com, or you could call us at the emotional hotline, and it's really just like, that was us phone number, etc. You guys know the number? Wait, Mandy, don't look.
412
Uh-huh.
501
Yes.
3028.
You just looked right before that. She's too good. That's an Aries right there. You do it for sure? Wait, hold on. Count from 20 backwards. Count from 20 backwards.
What?
Just count from 20 backwards right now.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Mandy, do it out loud.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Say the number.
412 301. Nope. 5028. No.
You're so close.
Really good.
You're close.
It's 412
412
501
501 3028.
Hit us on that line.
Could you do it?
No.
Okay.
No.
That
Was. That Was Us is filmed at Rabbit Grin Studios and produced by Rabbit Grin Productions. Music by Taylor Goldsmith and Griffin Goldsmith.
Da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. That was us.